Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Greg McCloskey from ForexLive.com. Today's date is September 8th, 2022. The ECB raised rates by 75 basis points. There was a debate between 50 and 75 basis points, but when they went with the higher. So what is the euro versus US dollar doing? Stay tuned. As mentioned, the ECB raised rates by 75 basis points. Within that context, they said they expect to continue to raise rates further to guard against the risk of a persistent upward shift in inflation expectations. However, they did say that they are following a data-dependent and a meeting-by-meeting approach. They do see that inflation for the coming years will be higher than expectations. In 2022, they now project 8.1% versus 6.8%. It's at 9.1% currently. 2023, they see inflation dipping down, but only to 5.5%. They were previously reporting 3.5%. And in 2024, they see it at 2.3%, a little bit higher than the prior estimate of 2.1%. As far as GDP, they say GDP moving lower toward the end of the year. Still for 2022, they say 3.1% growth versus 2.8%. In 2023, however, they see it dipping to 0.9% from 2.1% in 2024, 1.9% from 2.1% prior reported. So what is the euro versus US dollar done? Well, we moved up toward this swing area here prior to the release of the statement. That was between 1.0022 and 1.00326. It was the next target on the top side. We found sellers against that after the hike, I guess, and the price moved down, but stays above the 200-hour moving average. The price has been moving above and below the 200-hour moving average in this consolidation period through here, but it moved back above it yesterday and has been able to stay above it through the dips through here in trading today. If the price can stay above that 200-hour moving average at 0.99716, that would be more positive for this for the pair, at least in the short term. I'm not saying we're out of the woods yet. In fact, we need to get above the 38.2% retracement and stay above that level in order to keep the buyers in control. If they're not able to get above that level and stay above that level, then the buyers are not winning. The sellers are still in control. But there is hope as long as the price can remain above the 200-hour moving average. Note from yesterday and this week, actually, the price did move lower and made new lows going back to 2002 on these successive days. Not really successive. We skipped a day on Friday, but Thursday and again on Monday and again on Tuesday we made new lows. But of note is that here at the low that we saw the lows that we saw in yesterday's trading, the price found support against the prior low here. Oftentimes the market will have a failed break to the downside like it did through here, and then rebound and then come back down and find support against the prior low. That is a clue that there's buyers interested in the market, and indeed the price did move higher yesterday, breaking above the 100-hour moving average. I also like how it stayed above the 100-hour moving average, and also moving above the 200-hour moving average and staying above that level, as I mentioned. So get above the 38.2, stay above the 200-hour moving average, and the buyers are still in play. Move below the 200 moving average and then the 100-hour moving average, and they are not in play anymore. The sellers remain in firm control. The battle continues for the euro versus US dollar. Let's take a look at the dollar versus yen. And if we take a look at the dollar or the daily chart, the price rise through here from the last consolidation period here. Saw the price move up 8 of the last 9 trading days. We are trading above and below unchanged today. So today would be 9 of the last 10 if we're able to close higher. It seems like a down day, but it's still modestly higher in trading here today. The only down day was this one right here, where my chart shows a 2 pip decline on the day. Some other charts may still show a gain, so it might be 9 of 9 days to the upside here. The point is that the dollar yen is trending to the upside, but we are seeing some consolidation, some cause for pause, if you will, of those gains after these 2 sharp rises to the upside that culminated yesterday midday, and we did see a corrective move to the downside. That move to the downside, however, somewhat limited, and still remains above the 38.2% retracement of the 2-day move to the upside. That 38.2 comes in at 143.172, and the price would need to move below that level as the next target to keep the selling in the short term more in control. We did break below the underside of the broken trend line here, but as you can see, there hasn't been a lot of momentum to the downside yet, and we're back above that level in early North American trading here for that currency pair. So not yet out of the woods for the dollar versus yen, although there is some hope. Put a trend line here. That trend line currently comes in around the, I don't know, a little bit above the 144 level. So get above the 144 level, and we could see further upside momentum in the dollar versus yen. The sterling versus U.S. dollar. Prime Minister Truss announced caps on energy, 2,500 pounds. We also saw that she was going to take out the or stop the no fracking to try to ease the energy burden within that country. And we did see the pound move down and then back to the upside here, but staying below the 200-hour moving average, the green line in the chart. As you can see, the last time the price traded above the 200-hour moving average was back on this day right here, where it was brief and quick, and then moved sharply to the downside. So sellers against that 200-hour moving average. Now, obviously, the moving average is much lower, but it still remains a topside target to get to and through if the buyers are to take control. We are going the other way and moving back below the 100-hour moving average, however, as I speak, at 1.1515. This level right here at 114.95 was a level that I was paying attention to. It was a low price here, low here, low here, and then it fell below that level, became resistance through here, traded above and below it, then reestablished it here and fell below it here. You can see the point here, how that area has been somewhat of a swing area for the pound versus U.S. dollar. We did break below it earlier today with all the headline news, but then shot back to the upside. But watch this level just as a short-term bias defining level for the pound versus U.S. dollar. We have the press conference, which for Lagarde, and that will potentially send the euro versus U.S. dollar. So pay attention to our levels. Again, getting above the par 32 level, and then 38.2% retracement is needed for the euro to move to the upside. On the downside, watch the 200-hour moving average and the 100-hour moving average for bias defining clues. Right now, the buyers are trying to stay in control. My name is Greg Michalowski. Good fortune with your trading today. Bye-bye now.